Hi guys, welcome to the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. Welcome back to the channel. I thought today that I would do a swatching videos of these markers that I recently got from The Works, which is like a craft shop in the UK. I have not seen these before in The Works at all. I did see quite a while ago a couple of like alcohol markers, but they were in a pack of 6, but these are the first time that I've actually ever seen these. They are CMYK Design Works twin markers, professional quality alcohol based ink, and this is a 24 set, so this looks like it's the basic set of your more basic colours. They do have smaller sets of these. They have sets of 12 where you can get all your blues together, all your greens. They do sets of pinks and reds and a sets of warm tones. For the smaller sets, for the sets of 12, they retail for £10, and these sets, the 24 pack, retail for £15. So we're just going to go straight in and we're going to swatch these lovely markers, because I have been absolutely dying to use these. So I'm going to open my book up at the swatching page. Now obviously, because they're alcohol based markers, I'm going to be putting a page protector behind. Sorry, you've got your other swatching pages there. Here we are. So I'm just going to put my page protector behind, so to make sure the markers don't go through to the other page. And if I just lift you up a little bit, I can bring the page down and I'll make a start. So I'm just going to write them down first and then I'll show you what they look like. So there they are, CMYK markers, and they are the 24 set. So these are what the markers look like. They are dual tipped. On the one end you have your chisel tip, which looks like a nice broad chisel, and on the other end it's a fine tip. So these markers remind me a lot of your Spectrum Noir markers as well. On the fine point end it has a grey band, obviously to show that that is a fine point end. And what I like about these markers as well as having the shade numbers, it also has the shade names as well. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. Not too much though, because I don't want the camera to go all blurry. And we're going to swatch out these lovely markers. So yes, I paid £15 for these markers, which isn't a bad, oops, I've gone out the line a bit there, which is not a bad price at all for alcohol markers, especially for a 24 pack. And I just thought it's really good coming from The Works as well. Alright, there you go. It's gone a little bit blurry, but you'll have to bear with me for that. So this is 206 deep red. We have this one, which is actually, I'm going to change it around a little bit here. The markers aren't in any particular order either, so it also comes with a colourless blender, but we won't be swatching that out because obviously it's clear, so there's no colour to it. So that is a colourless blender, so you are getting 23 markers technically with the colourless blender. So I'm not going to put them in order, I'm just going to swatch them in order how they come out. So we've got 267, which is violet. Sorry, I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit there because my camera's gone really out of focus. So the colour matching to the tips, the last one matched pretty good. And to be fair, this one matches really good as well. So that's a big bonus. They're lovely and juicy as well, which I absolutely love. So 2, 6, 7, and that is violet. The next one we have, if I manage not to drop the pen, is we have 232, which is a peach red. Now, I've never heard of a peach red. I don't know if you have, but I haven't. So that's quite nice. That matches quite well with the tip of the marker. Now, I'm absolutely, to be honest, I'm really glad I found these markers. I shall be, hopefully, as long as they'll be selling them in the works, I shall be getting the set in the works. So it's not too bad, really. A £10 per 12 marker, that is really good. It's less than £1 a marker, so that is really good in my book. We have 298, which is a dull blue. Which is quite nice. The colour's a little bit darker, the ink is, to the colour top, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem. So 298 dull blue. What I love about these markers as well is, I'll show you, just get the next colour out. This case, it's got like squares at the bottom. Can you see where you can slot each marker in the square? So there's no need. You can put them in a separate pencil case marker if you wish to, but I'll be keeping these in here. There'll be no reason for me to remove them from there. So as well as getting the markers, you're actually getting a decent case to keep them in. So we've got 072, which is a navy blue. That's coming up a nice colour. So that is 072 navy blue. We have this one. It's 3572 peach, so that would be a really good colour for a skin tone. So already in the 24 pack you've got your skin tone colour. It is a little bit, it's like a darker skin tone colour, so it's not a light one, but that would really do for a skin tone colour. So it's 3572 peach. We have 462, a dark brown. I may use the chisel tip in a minute as well, just to give that a try to see what that's like. Because I've only really just started using chisel tips as well on markers, because I never used to use them before. Because I just found them awkward to use. Guaranteed I still don't use them a lot, but I'm becoming a little bit more used to using the chisel tip as well. So we've got dark brown, we have 354, which is a lime green, and we're going to use the chisel tip for this bit. I'll just get that round. So it's got a nice thick, well, it's not necessarily thick, it's got a nice big chisel tip on it, which will be really good for those bigger, large areas. So that's a big good one in my book. 354 lime I'm just going to zoom you out just a little bit. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my page right. So the next one is 230, which is a pink. So that's a nice pink colour. That's 230 pink. We have 165 orange. Oh, that's nice and juicy. I love markers that are nice and juicy. They just don't seem all that good when you know when you're first colouring with them and they feel dry. They've got that dry feel to them. So it's 165, 165 orange. We have I missed one? Yeah, I have. I completely missed the second row. So hang on. So we've got 377, and that is Amy Green. Amy Green, that's a weird name. I went on to go on to the greens and I totally missed it. I went on to the next row. So we've got that one. I'm not exactly sure how much ink these markers hold. I hope they hold a decent amount, because it would be a shame if they didn't work. So we've got Amy Green. I want to swatch this one next, because you've got a next green which is 356, and that is grass green. That's a nice dark green. It's a little bit darker than the tip, so you do have some tips where, well, you do have some markers where the ink matches up with the tip, and you have other markers where it's slightly, where the ink is slightly darker than the tip. So grass green. We have 535, which is a steel grey. So I'm going to use a chisel tip again for this one. That is really juicy on the steel. It is really juicy on the chisel tip end. That is nice. I like how that one coloured. 535 steel grey. You have 7545, and that is Aoki grey. Is that how you pronounce it? Just use a chisel tip on this one again. So this is like a darker grey. So a 24 set, you already have 2 greys, which I'm not fussed on having tons and tons of greys, so this is just enough. I like it. So that is 7545 Aoki grey. We have 123, which is a melon yellow. I'm going to go with a chisel tip again, because I'm actually kind of liking the chisel tip over the bullet tip, which is the first for me, because I'm usually a bullet tip or a brush tip girl, but I'm actually preferring the chisel tip over the others. And that is melon yellow. We have 271, which is lavender. definitely the chisel tip over the bullet tip. And it doesn't leave any streaks as well, the chisel tip part. So it's 271 lavender. Now I'm going to move you up a little bit so I can move the book down. So just bear with me for a second. So we have, the next one we have is 174, which is a brick brown. So that's a nice brown. So it's 174 brick brown. And we go into some more of the yellow now. It's like I said, this isn't in any order. 3935, and that's bright yellow. It's because the pens are not in order in the box, but I just thought it doesn't really matter, to be honest. That's a nice yellow. It's a little bit like a greeny yellow, that I'd say. I'd say it's more of a greeny yellow, but maybe that is because I'm colouring on a piece of paper that has a black back into it. So we're coming up with, being as I've just done that yellow there, I'm going to switch it round and do this yellow. Have a sip of my tea. So we have 102, which is just a general yellow. So that is kind of familiar to the bright yellow. A little bit, just a little bit darker. I don't know if you can tell on, yeah, you can tell on camera it's a little bit darker. That's 102, and that is yellow. It's gonna be darker to me, I think. Right. We have 193, which is red. I love red, so we'll see how this comes out. This is quite nice. It's like a tomato red, I would say. So that one is 193 red. We go back to another blue, which is 2727 bright blue. So we're going to go with the chisel tip. That one's nice. It's like a sky blue. You could say sky blue to lavender blue, because it's got a tint of purple in, I think. I don't know whether it shows up on camera, but I think it's got a tint of a lavender to it. But then again, I could be talking out the back of my head. So we're coming down to the last two, and this is 268, and that is purple. It's like a really nice dark chocolate wrapper purple. That one's nice. I like that. 268 purple. And we come to the next one, which obviously everyone loves one of these in the pack. We have 006, which is a black, and we'll see how true to a black this. Oh, I like that. That is nice. That is definitely a true black. I don't know if it's picking, yeah, it is picking up on camera. So that is really nice. That's 006, and it's black. Right, that is the end of the swatching. Let's have a look at the colours we've got. I think for a 24 pack, that is a decent array of colours. Obviously, you don't have too many of different shades. It's like the orange, you only have one orange. The yellows, you get a decent amount of yellows. This melon yellow is a bit similar to that yellow, and that is just a bit darker than that one, but that's not a problem. You have your two greys, which is quite good. You have three greens. You have three purples. Three blues. You have your normal red and your deep red, which is two reds. You have your pinks, one peach, which is a skin tone. So to be honest, I think for a 24 pack, this is amazing. This is really, really good for the 24 pack. And I can honestly say I shall be getting more. I shall be getting some more of the smaller packs. I think this is basically like a primary pack to get you started. I was a bit dubious, should I get them, should I not? Because I do have plenty of markers, but you know where I'm like, I'm always a nut for a new marker. So, like I said, for the 24 pack, they were £15. For the smaller packs, for the packs of 12, they're £10 from the works in the UK. I really do like the case because, like I said, as well, in the middle, as I showed you before, you have your separate squared slots at the bottom, which remind me of the Copic case, and also a Touch 7 case. And I just love it, that the fact that you get your clip at the front, and you also get on the case a little carry case. On the back of the tub as well, it also gives you the colours that you have in the pack and the numbers. So I think what I might be doing with this is I might write down the numbers and the names, and when I go into the works next, have a look to obviously make sure I don't get doubles of anything, but I shall definitely be getting those, even some more of those. So that is it, guys. That is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed the swatching video. I've really enjoyed swatching them. I'm totally in love with them now. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that, as it helps to get my channel out there. It helps to get my channel seen, because I do the videos because I absolutely love doing these videos for you guys, and I really love the channel as well as watching other people's channels. Thank you to my subscribers. If you're not already a subscriber, please feel free to press that subscribe button. Also, if you're new a subscriber, thank you. If you're an occurring subscriber, thank you. You mean the world to me, every single one of you. So I shall get going now, and I shall see you again soon, guys. Goodbye for now. Bye.